Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Didi, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys 12 ways that I leveled up my life. Okay, so let's get right into the video. If you guys see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. Okay. Alright guys, so the first way that I leveled up my life is to first create a morning routine. Okay, create a morning routine that works for you. Don't look at these YouTube videos and see people waking up at 3, 4, 5 a.m. I myself wake up at 5 a.m. But if that doesn't work for you, you don't have to do it. If 6 works for you, 7, 8, 9, just find something and cultivate a routine that works for you personally, and just do the type of things that will make you happy, that will make you feel, more energized for the day. Like for me, that involves going to the gym. That involves doing my Bible study, doing my daily devotion, self mentally prepared for the day. The second way I leveled up my life, guys, is to build a relationship with God. I've always had a relationship with God, but you could tell when your relationship is not the same, or it's not growing, or it's not becoming, it's not on the level that you would like it to be. Listening to more gospel music, to more music that fed my spirit. All of that was more ways that I've strengthened my relationship with God and became more intimate with God. You cannot go through this world without some type of force. I strongly believe that. And for me, that is my belief, and that is what I believe keeps me going every day. What keeps me motivated when I feel discouraged, when I feel like I am just overwhelmed. Like the Lord is what keeps me going, is what pushes me. That's my drive, that's my motivation. The third way is to understand that everything in life is a lesson. I am a firm believer that there's nothing in this world that can happen to you that was not meant to happen to you. I believe that God allowed things to happen in our life, whether good or bad. I believe that He allows people to come into our life, whether they're here to do good or to do bad, in order to perfect us, build character, in order to make us more resilient, in order to have us go through these life changes and these events to where we learn a lesson from it. The next way that I leveled up my life is to be present in the now. Sometimes we could get so overwhelmed, and sometimes we just feel like our life is not where we want it to be, and we're so focused on the past, or we're so focused on what we need to happen for the future, that we don't know how to be still and just be present. Sometimes we just need to take a deep breath and just focus and enjoy the things that are going on now. I was so focused on what I want it to happen in the next year, or the next 2 years, and the next 3 years, and there's things that are going around me that I am not acknowledging, or I'm not showing gratification for, because I was so focused on the future. And it's like I had to learn to really just pause and to be present. The next way is to take control of your finances. If you guys are into building generational wealth or wanting to be wealthy, you can be wealthy. It's what you do now at the stage that you're in that affects that. Like, get on a budget, take control of your finances. See, a lot of us we didn't grow up learning about finances. School alone does not teach us about finances. But when you are in a household where you don't really see and learn the differences between good and bad debt, you don't really understand why you need a credit score, you don't understand why you need to have a certain amount in your savings, why you need an emergency fund. All of those things are lessons that I had to learn throughout just growing up and seeing the life that you want to live, like how you want to be financially free, and all those things. You have to take control of your finances. That's just what it is. You don't need that new Chanel bag. You do not need these red bottoms. You don't need it right now. You could work hard now and receive all the things, all your little materials. You could get those things later in life. They're not going anywhere. If anything, you get them now and they're going to depreciate in value. Like, what are you really gaining? All of those things are liabilities. You want to invest your money. You want to make your money make money. You want to get into these financial habits that are going to set you up for success in the future. The next way is to create boundaries. Create boundaries, guys. That goes for friends, that goes for family, that goes for coworkers, whoever. You need to protect your space. You need to protect your peace, and people are going to do with what you allow them. Okay, so if you are giving them so much of you and giving them so much leeway. They talk to you how they want to. They use you or manipulate you, and you know that, but yet you just continue to go on and, you know, not even acknowledge it. Like, you have to put people in check. You have to tell people how they need to come into your life. Like, they need to come correct. They cannot speak to you a certain type of way. There's things that you would not tolerate. And it's like, if you don't instill that in them, if you don't make that be known and address these situations, like, people are not going to have any boundaries when it comes to you. They're going to continue to do these things that you feel some type of way about, yet you don't want to acknowledge it. So boundaries are very important. I am a big advocate for that. Like, that's just how you respect yourself, and also how you get people to respect you as well, because no one's going to talk to you crazy if you don't allow them to talk crazy to you. The next way that I leveled up is to be more disciplined. Okay, the Bible says faith without works is dead. You can write down all the goals you want to do. You could write down everything that you want to achieve at a certain point of your life, but it's like, if you just write those things down and, you know, you're just like, okay, well, I'll just wait till it happens. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you have to put in the work. You have to be consistent. What I tell myself is, like, anytime that I get up and I know I have tons of assignments to do, and I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do it. But in my head, I tell myself, like, how bad do you want it? Okay, I could sit here and not do anything and put it off for tomorrow or the next day, or I could force myself. I just force myself to do it. Even when I don't want to do it, I force myself to do it, and then I just find myself doing it, instead of listening to the voice in your head that's like, no, we could do it tomorrow, or no, we don't have to do it now. You need to be disciplined, and that discipline starts within yourself. You have to be disciplined for yourself. Other people cannot be disciplined for you. You have to be disciplined. Okay, and with discipline comes consistency, and all of that will flow together. Okay, if you are not disciplined, you will not be consistent in everything. If you say that you want to lose weight, or you want to gain muscle, or you want to become stronger, yet you don't want to wake up to go to the gym, how are you going to do that? If you say you want to save money, yet every week you are spending money out on food, or every week you're going on a shopping spree, how are you becoming disciplined? You're not going to achieve those things without discipline. That's just the plain truth. Like, it's okay to have those off days, but when it becomes a constant habit to where you just put things off because you don't feel like doing it, like, you're not going to get anywhere. The next way that I leveled up my life is to read more books, guys. Reading is fundamental. Okay, reading is good for your eyes, it's good for your brain. You actually read a book and you read it from someone else's perspective. Not only are you nourishing your mind, you are tapping more into your intellectual side. Like, you are learning new things that you probably didn't know before. Like, in those readings could be in anything, like whether it's reading a book about finances, ways to level up your life. There's books on dating. There's books on Christianity. This time that you're investing that is going to reward you. Even if you put it for 30 minutes, read for 30 minutes a day, or make it a habit to read for an hour a day, every little bit will be beneficial to you. So y'all need to read. The next way that I leveled up my life, guys, is to become unbothered. You guys need to tap into your emotional intelligence. If you live off your feelings, you're going to go crazy, okay? People are always going to try to pick at you, or they're going to try to say things and do things to you that they may know that you may not like, but you have to be unbothered. And when I say unbothered, I mean, like, not to let every little thing trigger you, not to get out of character, like people say. Like, when you allow someone to have so much power over you that you say things that you've never said before, or you act a certain way that you know that you are not that person, that is not okay, because you're giving them control. You're saying that person has control over you, which is not what we're doing. Okay, so you guys need to become unbothered, in the sense that someone could say something to you right now and it just doesn't bother you. Someone could try to be doing these negative gestures and negative actions towards you, and you just don't see them. Like, you don't see them. Your focus is on bettering yourself and rebranding yourself and being a better version of yourself, and therefore you cannot allow anyone or anything to affect that. The next way I leveled up my life is I became the main character of my life. Guys, you have to put yourself first, okay? You are the main character. Everything revolves around you. Stop pouring into other people's cups. Stop doing for others before you take care of yourself. Okay, you have to focus on you first. What makes you happy? You have to remove things in your life that's making you anxious, that's making you worrisome, things that are making you angry, things and people who just don't make you feel positive all the time. You have to come into the understanding that people's opinions towards your life does not matter. And when you become the main character of your life, some people are going to notice the change in you. They might notice that you are not like spending more time with them. You are focused on what you're doing and bettering yourself first, and focused on what using your time wisely. All of that goes into play as making yourself the main character. And although it might, some people might have stuff to say, at the end of the day you have to focus on you, because you are number one priority. That's it, period. The next way, guys, that I leveled up my life was that I became more feminine. We have to tap more into our feminine energy, okay? And that goes into, for myself at least, I altered the way that I dress. Like, I knew that I had a certain look, a certain image for myself, or the person that I'm becoming. I had to change my wardrobe. There's certain pieces that I don't wear anymore. No offense to anyone who do still wear them, but I know for myself, for the person that I am becoming, I do not wear those things anymore, because I truly believe that you need to dress the way you want to be addressed. I've seen like the change in what you wear will definitely change in how people approach you, and how people speak to you, and how people judge you, because that's just what it is. Like, the outer appearance, people really judge books by their cover, and you may not be that person who they may think, but it's like, at least let it be something positive and not negative. Altered the way that I speak, altered the way that I handle things. When you are feminine, you are softer spoken. You don't lash out at people for no reason. You are not cursing like a sailor. You are not out here making people feel intimidated or being malicious or gossipy. You also have to write down these habits that you no longer want to have. Like, at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself first. What is in you, or what traits do you have that are more on the masculine side, or that are just not feminine and elegant and chic and classy? Because if that's the woman that you are trying to become, or that you are working on to become, you have to write down these flaws and change them. Your mannerism, the way that you speak, the way that you treat other people, the way that you handle situations, all of that comes into play as becoming a better version of yourself. The next way I leveled up my life, guys, is to not settle for less. You know exactly what you want in your life, whether that is in relationship, job opportunities, careers, passions, all of that. You know what you want in life. Therefore, if something is not giving what it needs to give, you need to cut it out. If the friendship is not giving what it needs to give, cut it out. Relationships, everything, family members, I speak in all. There is no department that is safe. And that's just being honest, brutally honest with you guys, because it's like all of that comes into your affecting your mental health. It affects your motivation. It affects everything within you. While everyone is doing what they do, you are inside hurting, you are inside broken. And it's like, you know what you want, so go after it. Don't settle. I don't care if they have one trait that is negative. Like, if that's not what you're about, cut it out. Do not settle for less. You know what you want in life, write it down. And if this person does not come correct, they're just not it. Alright, guys, so that was the 12 ways that I leveled up my life. Remember, guys, you only have one life to live, so please live it up to your full potential. Live your best life. Stop allowing others to interfere with the life that you want to live. Stop allowing others to have a say-so in what you want to do with your life. Take control of your life. Remove any negative people, any negative environment. Change is good. Okay, change is good. Change allows you to grow. Being out of your comfort zone allows you to grow. So I hope you guys found this video very beneficial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye.